The front rider was definitely not ready for the
We have
target
a
fixation.
beautiful area to be riding in.
To control the bike.
Sharp left turns, you see the chevrons. And we're just going wide. Oh. And here it is. Oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy. If this video gets demonetized because it looks like a pretty bad accident, once again, we have a sale going on. Rescue 20 for 20% off the rescue pack. We're probably going to have to do a medical assessment here. So let's take a look at this. The sale's going on until April 19th, 20% off. You get a rescue booklet with it. Great U-turn right here. Keep your feet up. Watch out for the car. So remember to remain calm, ensure your own safety. Let's watch this. Remain calm, ensure your own safety. So that's their emergency and their accident. You're not involved. So what happens to them happens to them. Your job is to remain calm, ensure your own safety, and if you want to, you can stop major bleeds and you can assist. So let's go over, let's watch, let's see how they do their assessment. Good job, he's not panicking.
What happened?
He was going too fast.
Yeah.
Flipped out?
Yeah.
Going too fast. So he's already he's supine, which is good. So he's on his back.
Yeah, don't move, man, don't move.
Good, don't move him.
Anybody?
So the reason why, we're going to kind of pause and stuff here. The reason why you don't want to move them, for one, if there's any broken bones. So now let's talk limbs, broken bones in the arms and legs, right? Well, where do your arteries lie? They're right next to the bones. Bones are sharp when they're broken. Okay, anybody had like of course, everybody has like their baby teeth come out. You start tonguing your baby tooth and like that sharp edge and it cuts your tongue. That's just a tooth. Imagine sharp splinters of your femur or your humerus. And if you start moving the patient, you start moving their arms, we're talking just arms and legs right here. If you move that, maybe some of those sharp points can start nicking that artery. So that's why you don't want to move them. Now we're talking this central nervous system and the brain stem, or the spine. There you go. I can't even think right now. I'm still getting over my sickness. The spine. Now instead of like blood vessels and arteries, which you still have, you have nerves. Okay, your spinal cord. So you have those broken vertebrae, and you can start scraping up those nerves, and you can cause paralysis. So the real thing you want to do is just lay them on their back. Okay, right here. Stop any external bleeding. Lay the rider down. Monitor any changes, and keep the rider warm. Okay, we do have a Mylar blanket inside our rescue pack, so that's why you don't want to move them. So a good thing that you can start asking them normal questions, especially if you know this person. Let's say his name is Jeff and he's 29 years old, okay? It's like, hey, buddy, can you tell me your name and how old you are? And he's like, my name is Marcus and I'm 47. It's like, no, dude, you're Jeff, 29 years old. So then that can give you an idea of where their brain is. That can give you an idea or they can say, I don't know. That's going to give you an idea of where their brain is, okay? That means it's rebooting. So they had a concussion, shut off, unconscious. Now it's like rebooting like a computer. All the startup apps are starting to come up. Maybe you have too many and you go to Windows and start turning off some of those startups because it's going to bog down your computer. But still booting up. So that's going to give you a good idea. You can ask them if there's any pain anywhere. Okay. Do you have any pain anywhere? It's like, yeah, my chest hurts. Do you have any pain anywhere else? Yeah, my arm hurts. Okay. What's the worst pain you have right now? And it's like my chest. Okay. So probably broken ribs. Not a good thing. And arm, probably broken arm or just bruised. You want to make sure that they're breathing. So right now he's got a full face. You don't take a helmet off unless they're not breathing and they have a full face on. If they're not breathing and have a 3/4 and a half helmet, you have access to the airway. You don't need to take the helmet off. But if they're not breathing in full face, then taking the helmet off, in line with their head as best you can. Pull the straps just like how you would take it off. Do the same thing for them and take it off gently so that way you have access to the airway and do rescue breathing. Laying on the back, this is good. Love it. Arms are out, good. Now what you want to do, see this guy right here, let's say he's checking his body. Go ahead and go down the torso. You feel any like wetness or blood? Okay, stop major bleeds. That's why you have gloves with the rescue pack. You can actually pick what gloves you want, small, medium, large, or extra large. Put your gloves on, check, look at your hands. Oh, looks like some blood. Go down the arm, go down the arm, go down the leg, go down the leg. And then if you can, get on their back too. Try to get underneath their hand, get your hand underneath and check for any blood too. Because that could be hiding an injury, that fact that he's on his back. If he's bleeding out on his back, log roll them. So roll them off to their side and then do your best to stop any major bleeds. Put some pressure on that because you don't want them bleeding out. So C, welcome back. Welcome to the crew. So that's how you do your assessment. That's all you can really do. And then when it comes to monitoring any changes, this is a high mechanism. So every 5 minutes, repeat your question. Be like, hey, buddy, what's your name? You know, how old are you? Do you know where you're at right now? And then do you feel any pain? Is it getting worse? Because you did say you had chest pain, like you had pain right here. Is it any worse or is it getting better? Do that every 5 minutes. If it starts getting worse, whew. But this is why we want to make sure we call 911 right at the beginning so we can get them on the way. And then we want to make sure that we're safe because we don't want to have to take care of anybody else. We want all our resources on this guy.
You can't breathe, right? You're good. Stop.
Yeah, don't move.
And so what we can do is we can hold his head. It's not going to work, but we can hold his head in line, and we're just basically, we're not like holding, we're just kind of gently putting our hands there. And the person that's doing that is going to sit there and say, hey, don't move your head, answer yes or no. Don't shake your head, nod, back and forth, up and down for yes and no. And I'm just here to remind you not to move your head because you could have a neck injury, and I want to keep it there. So the fact that he's moving his head and everything, it's kind of freaky.
You're good.
It's okay to loosen the strap or take the strap off, but keep the helmet on too.
Here, I got some water here if you want some.
Yeah, so not recommended to give water if the person is unconscious or having difficulty breathing due to the risk of further injury, especially in the case of head or neck trauma. So what you don't want to do is give anybody fluids and then food, because if they have to do surgery, they're going to have to put the person basically unconscious, and that's going to have some complications for possible aspiration. So what that means is that if there's anything in the stomach and all of a sudden they start vomiting, it can then go into the airway, which is going to cause an airway obstruction. And same thing here. You don't want to give them any fluids because then all of a sudden they start feeling nauseous because they just had head injury or, they're bleeding and they start getting like, oh, I feel sick. And then they start throwing up. You don't want them to be throwing up the water you just gave them into their airway. Oh, okay. That was it. So making sure EMS shows up, stop any major bleeds. There we go. So we're having some fun. That person went over. Look forward. You don't know what was ahead of you. How far did we travel by looking backwards? Let's take a look. So that person kind of came out. We moved over. Good job when we switched positioning for safety, right? We just had to position a little bit. But how far at 85? Okay, is it 85 miles an hour? How far at 85 miles an hour did we go looking back? So right here, who knows? Something could have popped out. And we're not ready. So just keep looking forward. Flip them off in your head. Flip them off in your head. Kaylin Castro, welcome. Thank you for becoming a member. It's only $1, guys. If you click that join button. Okay, open lane pattern. We switched over just like they wanted to. Okay, we did not want to be side by side with this vehicle. We want to be in front of this vehicle. We're boxed in. We don't like it. They don't like it either. They see an open spot, they want to get over. They don't like being behind the other vehicle. They want to have a good line of sight, just like us. 124 feet per second at 85 miles per hour. Oh my gosh. He did it for at least 3 seconds, right? And that guy just went on the other side too, by the way. Not safe. So a full football field, just looking back to flip somebody off. Could have hit something. Road surface hazard. But right here, yeah, open lane pattern. They didn't want to be there either. Wet road. Uh-oh. We have an intersection coming up. We're going to slide. We're going to stop to brake. No, we just had good job with the swerve, even in wet conditions. I cannot speak today, guys. I'm still getting over a upper respiratory infection. So right here, we do have an intersection. It's orange stage. Prepped and ready for anything, right? This is going to be part of planning, right? We located a hazardous situation. We're assessing. And all of a sudden, this person's sneaking out. Now we have to navigate. Yes, it's wet, but this is where we need to trust our tires and even maybe practice when it's raining. Okay, if we have to ride when it's raining, how about we do a little bit of swerve practice? Just By swerve, I mean lane changes. Start off with little lane changes, see how it feels. Maybe go from lane position 1 to lane position 3 or left all the way to the right. If you want to start left, middle, middle, right, right, middle, middle, left. And then you can start doing that. And then start trusting your tires because right here, all we're doing is switching basically from the left in this lane to like the middle of the turn lane. And that's just like a 3-position lane change. Yeah, it's just a 3-position lane change. And that's all we had to do. And that's considered a swerve. And it got him in a good position for safety. Didn't honk, didn't rev bomb, didn't get pissed. Move back over. Good job. We have a stoplight right here. So let's go and slow it down. We were going 45. That kind of messed us up a little bit. But now we have a new thing here. So let's do some good progressive braking because it is wet. Now it's, it's green. That's good. Just move on.
Here we have a situation.
All right, we're going to get on an off-ramp or... Nope, just an open lane.
Skid and a minor fall.
Oh, it's snowing. We're going a little too fast. Maybe we didn't trust our turning with wet. We got a little freaked out a little bit maybe there because we didn't even turn.
Oh.
Didn't even turn. We should have been able to handle that. Let's take a look.
He completely panicked before the turn, leading to a
Yeah, he did
minor
panic.
fall.
Yeah, we didn't really turn. I think we're a little scared of the wet part. Yeah.
Oh.
And then the little jostle right there, he applied a lot of brakes, started locking it up. Yeah, rookie move, that's all. Thankfully, he's doing fine. He's got full gear. Mistakes happen.
Whoa.
Mistakes happen. There you go. No, pick up the bike. That's fine. Decant ride. Here we go. We're kind of fast in this kind of area. Open lane. No, not open lane. Intersection. Side of the vehicle. Good job moving over. Going 57 to 60. This looks like America. And this feels like it's a 40, maybe a 35 to 45 mile an hour road. That's what it feels like. Who knows? I could be wrong. Okay. Sides of the vehicles all around. All around. Intersection. Good swerve. Find a good spot. Good swerve. Hey, good job with the swerve. Slow speed swerves. Now, you could do that with the Smart Rider drills. Practice your swerves and your quick lane changes and get really intimate with your bike. A little bike bonding moment. Smart Rider drills, link in the description for those. It's in the shop. Okay, we have a lot of people coming out. I wonder how many days this took to get all those shots. Okay, decent position. There's somebody behind you. I thought, okay, we're good. Yeah, you can't hear with those. Bike is too loud, music on. Plus, I have earplugs.
Wat zei je?
Jouw linker voorlicht is kapot.
Your left blinker.
Ja.
Oh.
Oh, headlights.
Zal ik even checken? Top. Dank.
Is it one of those where one's not on and one's on, but then when you have your brights, it's both on? You've seen those memes where it's like you're like a dopey motorcycle, where it's like that. Is that kind of what it is? I think she wants your number, dude. I think she wants your number. Just give her her number. Just give your, yeah, like that 4chan research division.
Come on.
I just want to say hi. Whoa, hey-oh. Not a big deal. Move on. Not, whatever. They honked. We're on a, oh, interesting. We're on a Can-Am. Oh, jeez. Oh, Jesus. Now we're going to have some fun there. All right, moving on.
Here we go. Now he's going to show us up.
I want a dirt bike. I want to get a Sur-On with dirt tires, some knobbies. Uh-oh. I think he's being a...
This guy trying to roost me?
I think he tried, yeah. Yeah. So I grew up in Yuma, and there's a lot of off-road riding, a lot of dirt riding, the dunes. That guy's being a turd. He's being a turd. He doesn't... Maybe it's private property, or he's drunk. But it doesn't look like private property. I think he's just drunk or high. And then he's just pissed off at the world. You gotta watch out for those people. They will hit you accidentally or on purpose doing this kind of stuff.
Hey, oh yeah, or something like that? No, he's being a dick.
Yeah, he's being a dick. He sucks at trying to roast people.
trying to roast me? What's your problem? What's your problem? I can't hear you. What's your problem?
Yeah, he's a total D-bag. Like, he won't even communicate. Like, his version of communicating is like a kid throwing dirt at the playground. That's his version of communication. Like, this guy's trying to ask him what's going on. He's like, then goes. He just, oh my gosh. So when there's somebody that immature and you're having to deal with them, just assume that they're going to keep escalating it to the point where they get violent. And so just go ahead and leave and then come back. Looks like there's plenty of desert out there to have fun. Just let this guy have his little space. He's going to feel good and probably beat his wife after. I don't know.
Go where they don't houses.
I can't hear you.
Sitting right in front of houses.
Do you own this land? Do you own this land? Do you own this land?
Well, I can see that.
Yeah, exactly. This massive plot of land is unowned. Like, that's a great area to play around in. I love that. Like, that looks like Yuma, to be quite honest. That looks like Yuma. You guys remember the Saturday Scrambler videos I used to do, taking my Harley off-road? Some of my oldest videos. If you're an OG, guys, you guys remember those. That's what it looked like out there.
The food situation, well, I'm just...
What do you want to do?
I don't
See?
want any trouble with you.
It's gonna escalate.
I'm trying to talk to you.
I've tried to asking you nicely, dude.
I said I'll keep it in second gear.
All the riding places, this is where you want to run that little ass track.
Yeah, it's
Their
cool.
little cars for my kids.
See,
my grandkids,
How am I
homie.
supposed to know
Go
that?
ride somewhere else.
How am I supposed to know that?
Grandkids, so kids love noise. And especially if, like, you have this and they're seeing other people with dirt bikes, it's just part of the culture that you're bringing to the family too. I mean, like, this guy has no real argument. And so you're not going to win. There's no winning in this.
Well, fuck.
Yeah, we were right there. You could have said that. Listen, you were right there. You could have said
I
that.
asked you nicely. You want to be a smart.
They always say, I ask you, okay. I asked you nicely. It's like, no, dude.
If you know something, you don't sit right, but if he was out with the dust and the wind blowing this way, common sense.
You make it more dense than all of us put together.
I'm gonna go get something to make stuff.
Man, I'm out of here.
You guys are
Yeah, you might as well just
The
leave.
desert if you don't want the desert.
Yeah, you live next to that. And it looks like a lot of people ride on this and drive on this. It's the dust. Well, it's like, then blame the dust, blame the wind. Don't blame me. But is he gonna, like, does he yell at the sky on a windy day? Does he say, I asked the sky nicely on a windy day? Yeah, just move on. It seems like there's other places to do this too. I mean, if let's say that's his house over there, just move over like 100 feet. It's like, hey, dude, there's no dust. And then he's going to find a new excuse to do that. Have your fun. So, like, right now, we're not anywhere near his house. Anyways, guys, once again, there's a sale going on for the rescue pack. Use code RESCUE20 from now until April 19th for 20% off the rescue pack. But with that said, hope you guys ride safe, be safe, and I'll see you on the next live stream.